Hello, my name is Alyssa Hong, and today I'll be presenting Max Weber's types of authority. This slide introduces the concept of authority as explained by sociologist Max Weber. Weber defined authority as legitimate and powerful, meaning power that people believe is valid and rightful, not just forced through violence or fear. Max Weber described authority as legitimate power that people accept as valid. This helps explain why people obey laws and leaders. Authority is essential in governments, organizations, and leadership struggles because it maintains social order and stability. This slide focuses on traditional authority, one of three types of authority identified by Max Weber. Traditional authority is based on customs and long-standing traditions rather than written laws or personal charisma. Power is inherited and people follow leaders because of tradition rather than laws. Some examples include monarchies, tribal chiefs, and feudal systems. In this next slide, it explains charismatic authority, another type of authority identified by Max Weber. Charismatic authority is based on leadership, personality, emotional appeal, and the devotion they have to inspire their followers. Unlike traditional authority, this type of power comes with extraordinary leadership qualities rather than customs or laws. People follow charismatic leaders because they feel emotionally connected to them and they believe in their vision. Some of the key features of charismatic authority include strong personal appeal, but it can also be unstable because the authority depends heavily on the individual leader. Once that leader is gone, the authority often fades, making it more short-term compared to the other forms. Some examples of charismatic authority include Martin Luther King Jr., like I have in this photo here, Nelson Mandela, and other revolutionary leaders who inspired major social change through their leadership and vision. This slide covers rational legal authority, which Max Weber described as authority based on laws, rules, and formal procedures rather than tradition or personality. In this system, people obey leaders because of their official position, not who they are personally. Authority comes from written rules and is carried out through bureaucratic systems that are designed to be organized and efficient. Some key features of rational legal authority include merit-based positions, meaning people are selected based on qualifications and predictability because decisions are made according to established rules. Some common examples of rational legal authority include the U.S. government, courts, and institutions like schools and hospitals, where rules and procedures guide how authority can be exercised. This slide compares Max Weber's three types of authority: traditional, charismatic, and rational legal. Traditional authority is based on custom and hereditary. Power is passed down through generations, and change tends to happen slowly because tradition is highly valued. Whereas charismatic authority is based on leaders' personality and emotional appeal. Followers are loyal to the individual leader, which makes this type of authority powerful but often unstable since it usually doesn't last once the leader is gone. And rational legal authority is based on rules, laws, and institutions. Authority belongs to positions rather than individuals, making this system more efficient and stable, especially in modern societies. For the most efficient form of authority would be rational legal authority. Rational legal authority is the most efficient because it is based on clear rules and laws that apply to everyone equally. This helps people understand what is expected of them and reduces any confusion. Authority in this system is consistently enforced because it's more predictable and fair. Because decisions are guided by rules rather than personal relationships, it also reduces favoritism. And lastly, rational legal authority works especially well in large populations and complex societies where clear procedures and institutions are necessary to maintain order and efficiency. Here is some supporting evidence for rational legal authority and why is it considered the most efficient form of authority. Max Weber argued that modern societies rely heavily on bureaucracy, which is a key part of rational legal authority. Bureaucratic systems use specialization, meaning tasks are divided among trained individuals, which increases efficiency. Another important strength is stability over time, because authority is based on formal rules and institutions rather than individuals. The system continues to function even when leaders change. We can see this in real-world examples like legal systems where courts follow established procedures, public education, which operates under standardized rules, and healthcare organizations where structured rules and protocols help large systems run very smoothly. Although the rational legal authority is the most efficient overall, it does have some limitations. One challenge is the red tape, where too many rules and procedures can slow down processes. These systems can also feel impersonal since decisions are based on rules rather than individual circumstances. Another limitation would be slow decision making, especially in large bureaucracies where approvals must go through multiple levels. However, despite these challenges, rational legal authority still works best because it provides predictability, accountability, and equal treatment. Everyone is subject to the same rules, which helps maintain fairness and trust in the system. And lastly, here are just some references that I used to create my slide where I got all my information from. It also continues to the next slide just with a few more. I used the Sociology book that we have and a couple more websites where I found some of Max Weber's 3 types of authority and also just a little bit of background to support that evidence. Thank you so much.